Hello everyone, this is MJ and you are at my channel called Reading This Life. My channel is where we talk fiction, friends, and fun. Today is Tuesday and I'm doing kind of a tag. Stay tuned. And as always, remember before we get started to give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what tags are you interested in seeing this week on the BookTubes. I know there's one that I still have yet to do, and that's the end of the year book tag. So that'll be coming in the near future. Okay, so this was a video that I watched from the channel Falling Into Books Amanda. It was something that she saw on another social site, and it was 9 questions for book lovers. So I actually said to her, you should turn this into a tag. So it kind of is a tag. It's a quasi tag. I don't know if there's anything like this on BookTube. But I would give Amanda the credit as the original creator if there's not something like this. A lot of these questions are familiar. A lot of us on BookTube that have been on BookTube for a minute have answered these in some fashion or another. And you're going to hear some repeat answers if you have been with my channel since the beginning. Let's see how many answers you can guess right before I give you the actual answer. I bet there's going to be 2 or 3. Okay. So like I said, there are 9 questions. The first question, what is a book that you hated? Ooh, hate is such a strong word with me. I hate using it. I just did that. So my answer for that I strongly disliked, I wanted to like it, I wanted to get a connection with this book, and it just didn't happen. It felt like an empty shell of a book for me. Don't hate me. It's The Night Circus. Yeah. It just didn't tick my boxes. I didn't feel a connection with these characters. I didn't care about these characters. I loved the language. I loved the descriptive language. I loved the fashion. I love how all of the scenes were described. The characters, not so much. Not my cup of tea. And I was really disappointed because I really wanted to love this book. What is a book that you loved? I'm going to give you 2 options. The first is Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Absolutely love it. I love this book. This was a huge book for me to read. We read it earlier this summer. Loved all the aspects of it. Just thoroughly entertaining, heartfelt, just awesome. I can't say enough about it. Love his style of writing. Then let's get into something a little spicy. So this is The Book of the Most Precious Substance by Sara Gran. And this book has just a whirlwind love story. It has adventure. It has 2 rare book dealers looking for a certain book that has magical powers. There's a lot of spice. There's a lot of spice in this book. But it ticks all the boxes if you're looking for a book that has mystery, romance, sex appeal, whirlwind traveling, adventure, murder. It has a little bit of everything. And there's occultism in here too. So, I mean, there is that magical element. It is just a wonderful, wonderful read. If you like the movie The Ninth Gate, that's what I compare it to. Okay, next question. What is a book that you think is overrated? House of Freaking Leaves. That's all I'm saying. What is a book that is underrated? This is Beasts of Extraordinary Circumstance by Ruth Emmie Lang. This is a fantastic book. It is a fantasy. I guess you would call it a fantasy. This was published in October of 17. And this really was one of the books that brought me back into the realm of reading and just going all in with books. It's fantastic. I'll read you a little bit of the blurb, okay? Orphaned, raised by wolves, and the proud owner of a horned pig named Merlin, Waylon Gray knew he wasn't like other people. But when he single-handedly stopped that tornado on a stormy Christmas day in Oklahoma, he realized just how different he actually was. And it's lovely. It's heartfelt. There's a bit of humor. You're rooting for a romance. Like, it's just a good book to get lost in. And I don't think enough people talk about this book. Probably a book you haven't heard of, but definitely one you should check out. Next, what is a book that you could read on repeat? That would be The Little Prince. I love that book. Number 6, what is a book that made you fall in love with books? When I was a kid, it was the Black Stallion books. Number 7, what is a book that changed your life? That would be The Gifts of Imperfection by Brené Brown. If you are struggling with confidence, if you are struggling with your self-identity, if you constantly worry about what other people think and you're always checking yourself and making sure that you're perfect and all this stuff, read this book and get comfortable with yourself. It's fantastic. What is a guilty pleasure read for you? Anything sexy. It's a guilty pleasure. I'm not a romance reader. I don't like traditional romance books, but right now I'm reading 9.5 Weeks. I'm going to give a review on it, but I love the movie. Jackie Collins books, trashy books. That's what I like. Yeah, those are my guilty pleasures. Anything with a little spice, yes. Oh, wait, let me go back. I'm talking about a book that is underrated. The Book of the Most Precious Substance, especially if you like a little spice. Not enough people talk about this book. This book is fantastic. This book has everything. Action, adventure, whirlwind travel, a love story, a nice ending, surprise ending. But there is some NC-17 situations going on in here. And I'm here for it. But it's really, really good. It's written by Sara Gran. Sara Gran has written a bunch of other books. This one was her latest. It was published in February of this year, and I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads. Last question. What is a book you should have read but haven't? I think I should have read this, but I haven't. Kristen Hanna, The Four Winds. I have it. I should read it. It was like Goodreads book of the, or not Goodreads, book of the month, book of the year last year, I think. Yeah, I didn't read it. I have to. It's on the challenge. I'm going to put it on the challenge. Okay, so I think those are the 9 questions. They are the 9 questions. So, yeah, that's going to be it here for me. I hope you're all doing well. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself so you can take care of others. And I will see you in my next video, whether it be sooner rather than later. So until next time, everyone, goodbye for now.